And we are live here at the Pursuit of Purpose studio. And I'm Rob, and I got a couple of guests with me today, a couple of cool fellas. Let y'all introduce yourself.
Hey, what's up, world? I'm DJ Man on the DJ Man TV.
And I'm your boy Big Boom, give it some room. Also DJ Man TV and TMC.
All right.
And don't forget Big Boom.
Oh yeah, Boom Papa the hair chopper.
You
know what I'm saying? So hit your bub, you need a haircut.
Well, today we have joined forces. We're going to talk about some things that may be uncomfortable for a lot of people. We're going to talk about some current events, how they affect us personally, how they may affect you, and some of the motivations. I'd like to see if we can get behind some of the mindsets that are taking place out there in the public throughout our American society. And for any of you out there that are joining us today, whether it be on YouTube, Instagram, X, TikTok, anywhere that you are, please don't let your opinion stay silent. Don't let your voice stay silent. Let yourself be heard. And we would love to hear from you on any input you may have. All three of us sitting here in studio today will be glad to talk with you, be glad to correspond with you through our show today. So thank you guys for joining us. It's going to be fun, going to be a fun show.
Also,
go ahead.
Make sure that people understand, man, all opinions here are our opinion, for one. And for two, all of this is out of love.
Yes.
So it's a search for understanding, and to try to get some clarity on some stuff. So I think that's very important because, like you say, man, some of these topics can be kind of touchy, and we do understand, the emotional aspect of it, and we want to be respectful of people. So
these are some very charged topics, for a lack of a better way to put it. We're going to be talking about the murder of the young lady on the train in North Carolina. That's a very important subject. We're going to talk about Charlie Kirk, about his life, about his death, about the aftermath and how people are taking it and reacting to it. We're going to talk about his widow, and we're going to talk about how do we feel about her carrying on his legacy, and how will it look, and how will it affect us. And we're going to talk about other things too. But we'd love to hear from you. And if you've got ideas, if you've got questions, if you've got thoughts that you'd like to let out into the open and have them discussed, by all means, let your voice be heard. Can anyone out there tell us right now, if anyone would, is our sound okay? On TikTok, we're a little new to this. This is probably my, fourth or fifth live on TikTok, and I'm using our soundboard today to actually bring the sound into TikTok. So I'd like to know if it sounds good. Everybody out there, can y'all hear me? Oh yeah, thank you, Lauren. I see that you said we're good. Thank you very much. So, all right, we'll just jump right in.
For sure, let's get it. Bro.
Which one y'all want to talk about first?
Charlie Kirk.
Y'all want to talk about Charlie Kirk?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a big topic.
I got to drink my water.
You got to drink it. You got to stay hydrated for this discussion.
For sure.
So, what is the name? Just the name Charlie Kirk. What does that do in your mind, both of you? Like, how does that? Does it invoke any kind of feelings?
No.
No. Okay.
Not at all.
Not at all.
And what do you? If he had not died, if he had not been killed, would he affect your lives?
Not directly.
So was there an impact of him on you?
Yes.
Before.
Yes.
And what was that impact?
It was an indirect impact.
Okay.
Charlie Kirk, he had a lot of strong opinions that I respected. I actually respected a lot about the dude. But people would take that as fact, and it would invoke people to view other groups a certain way that wasn't necessarily valid. It wasn't necessarily like truth. It was just his opinion, which wasn't always right. And people would take these things as facts. And
like, is there anything in particular?
For instance, talk about the crime rate in the Black community. He talks about how Blacks being the number one race to make up the prison population. So that means that blacks commit more crimes than any other race, which is a lie because there's no way to calculate to get the data of who commits the most crimes because you got crimes that go unreported, crimes that people get away with. So you really don't know. But also what he failed to talk about is 81% of exonerations in crimes come from black people that are locked up. And it's because of lack of evidence or things that was done falsely, false arrests, all these things. So it affects the data, but you don't come back and tell people the whole story. You just give them a glimpse of what's going on and you mislead people. So now people see us and I've seen plenty of videos on social media where guys are saying, you know, how black people are 30 times more dangerous than a white person. And I'm like, bro, that's crazy. So to talk about, you know, being in public, you see.
Man, y'all twice as dangerous as me right now.
That's crazy.
There's two of y'all, ain't but one of me.
And we get along just fine. Just fine. But yeah, I just think, you know, it stirs up a divide amongst the nation.
So I didn't hear that. I mean, I'm sure he said it.
Do it to you.
I believe you. I'm not refuting that. I am going to say this, that when he spouts those statistics, they're the statistics that he's read.
Yeah.
He's not making it up. He's reading statistics provided by
one or two things,
either the government or a news source.
So there's one or two things are happening then. Either he's not educated enough on the situation and he's speaking without properly educating himself, or he's purposely misleading people.
Which do you think?
I don't know.
So I'm going to lean towards, if he ever spouted off things that weren't entirely perfectly accurate, or if there were other information that could have been provided that might have changed the light on the subject, I'm going to lean towards that he just didn't know that part.
I think it's
but I will say this. I considered him to be extraordinarily intelligent. Now, whether he gathered all the information about that topic, I don't know. I'll never get the chance to ask him. And that's unfortunate.
Yes.
But I'd be really difficult to believe. It would just really astound me to find out that he was misleading anyone on purpose. Based on what I do know or what I have learned.
So the reason why I can't say one way or the other, because I don't know the man.
I don't either.
So, you know, I'll be real careful of how I assume things. But I will say this. I think it didn't affect him enough for him to go and find out more data. Like once I seen what I needed to see, like that was enough for me. But if it affects your household, you would want to go and see, okay, well, why is this? You know, and start digging more, but it didn't have that effect on them. So it's like, okay, I seen what I needed to see. I'm done. And all that I say, this is why I get called racist. All that I be saying is for my people in the Black community, right? Stop looking for others to have a compassion for you. Like, bro, we have to do it for ourselves. I feel like if we have a standard across the board for ourselves, others will have to fall in line. But because we don't, we allow anything to happen amongst us so people treat us accordingly. And I'm not even mad. You know, it's like, it is what it is. But I just feel like, you know, if we had a standard amongst ourselves, we could have a unified front and say, hey, this is what we stand for. This is not what we stand for.
So do you feel like Charlie Kirk was racist?
I don't know him. I don't know him enough to say if he was.
I appreciate that. That's good. How about you, Boone? Do you have any opinion about it?
Same thing. I don't know enough, man.
I like that you said that. That's respectable.
Yeah,
That's about the only answer any of us could give. We were not in his inner circle. We weren't even close to his inner circle. We have no way of giving an opinion one way or another, whether he was racist. Now, what I can say is, well, what I'll ask is, did you ever see him produce any fruit of his life that would be racist?
I can see how people could say that some of the things that he has spewed out, because words are powerful.
Well, let me say this in answer to that. If you took all of my words and recorded, or if you even took all my episodes of all my podcasts, and you took them and you edited them and you clipped out the pieces you wanted to show everyone, you could sway the world that I was racist. But am I?
Not at all.
Do you understand?
However, do you think from the time that we've known each other, anyone can take the things that I've said and make a clip to make me sound racist?
Absolutely.
I don't think so, bro.
Oh, there's magic in media. There's
I don't think so, because I really try to be careful with my words.
You can take what we've said just in the exchange today and slant it in such a way that both of us can be painted as racist.
I hear you. But when you look at anything that I've done, I really try to, and I've been like this my whole life, I really try not to be disrespectful to people. You know, I don't believe in just disrespecting people. Now, I will say, you know, I had a bad attitude at one time. And if you cross me, like, I would definitely, like, let it be known. But I've never been the type to say things to affect a person's whole house or affect their whole community or affect their whole race. Because what me and you have has nothing to do with all these other people. I would never disrespect a whole group of people because of my disagreement with another person. I just never was raised like that. I don't speak in that manner. So it'll be hard for a person to say, okay, you see what he said? That's racist. It's like,
it would be hard for them to prove. It would be hard for them to compile evidence that was true about you to say you were a racist.
Yeah.
Same way with Charlie Kirk. You understand? It's easy to paint a picture when all you get is a snapshot and we don't know the context behind it. Now, I'll tell you this.
I mean, but let me say this, bro. I hear you. But if I came out and said white people are dangerous and you shouldn't trust them.
Did he say that?
No, I'm giving an example.
Oh, okay.
I'm giving an example.
You're not inferring that.
No.
Okay.
I'm saying if I came out.
They're listening right now.
It's all good. If I said that white people were dangerous and you shouldn't trust them, right? That has a powerful impact, bro.
If you're influential, yes.
So it's like, okay, if I say these things, it's like, how can you come back and say that well, he didn't mean it like that? Or it's like, where's the positivity in it? And how do you speak? I just don't understand the concept. How do you speak on a whole group of people?
How do you gross generalize?
It's like, bro, like, I do not understand that for nothing, because, man, I don't care. And I didn't have some run-in with bad cops. But like I told you before, I had some run-in with good cops. It's like, I don't believe in generalizing anybody. So when people talk about police violence and all these other things that they talk about in the media, in real life, it's not what.
No, it's not what you're shown on TV. It's not what the media pitches. It's not.
It's not.
Your experience is going to be different. And that's what I'm saying. We're saying the same thing. I'm saying I don't believe everything I'm told at face value.
Not told, but heard.
I don't believe everything I hear.
Well, if it come out your mouth and you say that Black people are more dangerous, or 30 times more dangerous than any other race.
What was asked him before that?
What positive?
You have to know the context.
How would you need to know the context if the answer is Black people are 30 times more valuable than any other? I mean, more dangerous than any other race. What question could be asked to what then is a positive response?
It's not a positive response, and that's not what I'm saying.
It's not positive or truthful.
I don't know. I wasn't there. But I can tell you this. In his fruits, I don't see any racism. And I'm going to tell you this too. And for all of you out there listening, I was a Charlie Kirk fan before this, but I didn't follow him as closely as I have been for the past few days. I didn't watch every show he did. I didn't listen to his podcast. I didn't. And only in the past few days have I been watching a lot of the clips of him at college campuses and doing his talks and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I've been looking for what's inflaming people. And you're talking about an instance, and I didn't see that one yet, and I'm going to after all this is over.
I'll show it to you when
But I saw clips that were taken and made shorts out of.
But hold on. Let me say this, bro. I'm with you. And I do want to say this. Have you ever paid attention to like one of your friends' Facebook timeline that's not of the same race as you? It looks totally different. So the aspect of the news that you're getting is not the same aspect of the news that I'm getting.
Right.
Right. And with that being said, it's funny how you'll see, and now I'm making a general statement, you'll see a lot of the white people that's upset about Charlie Kirk. They say things like you're saying. If you look at his videos, people are taking clips. And you can't take things by what you see on the clip, right? And that's true. You agree with that?
I say you can't completely buy the message unless you know the context.
Would it be fair to judge a clip without seeing the whole story?
No.
Until it comes down to BLM. When it's BLM, it's like, those are the rioters. Those are the ones that did this. Those are the ones that did that. And it's all clips. But what I'm seeing on my timeline is when they burned down this city in Minnesota, or this area in Minnesota, right? They also had the people that was in the community telling those people that they wouldn't want it here, but that wasn't shown in the media. They also had a stack of bricks out there stacked by the AutoZone, and they were allowing people to throw bricks, and it was people that wasn't even from that community that was throwing bricks. But why aren't these things shown?
But that was what was uncovered later, was that it wasn't the local.
That's what was uncovered later, but the story was already out. So how many people do you think is gonna, the same way we talked about the Charlie Kirk thing, when they talk about 81% of exonerations are Black people getting exonerated for things that they were locked up for.
Right.
But that's not told. And guess what? When it comes out later, no one cares. So you done already spewed out this disingenuous statement, and now people are going by this. So now when they see these people, like, that's what I know about them.
But you're saying the BLM, I'm a little confused. Okay, so let's go back through what you said.
Okay.
You said that the locals weren't involved.
No, not from what I said.
And I agree. I think that's absolutely accurate. But it was BLM, not the locals, because BLM was bringing the people in to riot.
They said that it wasn't, from the video that I seen,
Funded by people like George Soros.
from the video that I seen, BLM people were the ones out there with the BLM signs. But then they had these others that came and wasn't a part. As a matter of fact, it was I don't want to misstate this, but I think it was a person that he either had on a sheriff outfit or a state trooper outfit, and he was allowing people to grab bricks and throw in the buildings. And they're standing right there in the citizens are with the BLM people protesting. They got their signs up and everything. And they catch them and they say, hey, you should be stopping them. Don't allow this to happen. But they're not stopping anything. But then when you look on the news, all you see is the BLM sign.
Well, I didn't ever watch the news during that time because I didn't trust any of it anyway.
Well, you didn't. But a lot of people viewed the news. And when they view the news, they see this sign that says BLM with the city burning down behind it. So who they mad at?
And I get what you're saying. But what is that? Did Charlie Kirk say all that stuff?
No.
Okay.
The same way that I'm getting to something. The same way that we can't view the Charlie Kirk clips in such a small form and judge it. Why don't we hear that when it comes to us? And you can let me know how you feel about this. We bros. I just feel like it's that way because it doesn't affect that particular sector of the nation. When it comes to us, people can paint whatever picture they want about us, and guess what? People are going to go with it.
Now look,
until it affects that particular household. When it comes to that neighborhood, now all of a sudden we got to stop the world because we have an opiate problem. But when it was a crack problem, lock them all up. When it was a crack problem, we're not going to say that the government placed the crack in the neighborhoods. We're not going to hold them responsible. But when it's opiate, please help. Stop. We need everybody to pay attention to this.
So I hear what you're saying, and I'm curious. Like, we went a long way from Charlie Kirk.
It's all the same stuff.
It's not. I get what you're saying, but it's not, because the current times, we got two people real important right now in the news.
But why are they important?
Because they were killed for no reason.
It's a lot of people that's been killed for no reason.
But these happened in public view. Both of these. A lot of
people been killed in public view.
So Irina, the young lady that was killed on the train in North Carolina.
Yes.
And then Charlie Kirk. Now,
I'm gonna say this.
Go ahead.
I understand the frustration because we've also been through that frustration. The only reason it's different now is because the person looked like the majority of America. They're white. It's something that people can relate to. But when I see little Tamir Rice get killed, that affects me because I remember being a little boy playing in a park, playing around with a gun, and then a lady called and say, "This man is waving the gun at people." That could have been me, bro, long time ago. That could have been my child. And for you to look at a little kid and say that this man is waving the gun, and then the police coming within 3 seconds, they shoot this kid down, and nobody's outraged. And they don't understand our outrage. The same way you see this pretty-looking young lady with blonde hair get stabbed by a guy on the bus. I understand the outrage because it's unnecessary. It's heinous.
Right.
That did not have to happen.
So why did?
But guess what?
Boy,
because it looked.
Why did he die? Go back to the root. Why did he die?
For playing in the park.
No.
Why did the girl die?
Why did he die?
Why did he die?
What was he doing?
Playing in the park.
Did he do anything wrong?
No.
What did he have that he was playing with?
A toy gun.
Okay. Did the gun look obviously like a toy?
Yes.
So what killed the little boy?
A bullet.
Okay. Keep going. There's more discussion.
The bullet that came from
the
gun from the police officer that shot him down because he was called from another lady that said that a grown man was out there waving the gun at people and threatening people.
This little boy is dead from ignorance.
Ignorance of who?
A whole
Who's
group
ignorance?
of people. A group of people.
Like who?
Where were his parents?
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Why was this lady calling saying there was a man?
Why are you talking about where's the parents? So the parent so now it's illegal.
How old was the boy?
He was 13.
Okay. And I played in the park alone when I was 13 years old. So how long ago did this happen?
Like what, 16, 17? Mm-hmm.
You see, that's the problem I have right now. There's been so many killings in this nation over this time.
Yes.
And it's really, I have a problem with
you have a problem. I guarantee you're going to remember when this lady died on that train.
Just listen, okay? Just for a second.
I'm listening to you.
I'm going to take you somewhere.
Come on.
Who is sitting in this room right now?
That's good.
We are sitting in this room right now.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
There is no you against me.
No.
There is no y'all against us.
That's a fact.
There is we.
That's a fact.
But I listen to you talk.
Mm-hmm.
And you say us a lot. And when you say us, you're referring to
the Black community.
This is part of our problem in America. Not you.
I know what you're saying.
We have cultural divide that doesn't belong. There is no y'all.
Yes, it is.
It's us. It shouldn't be. Okay. But we all have to do this. We have to. And we have to start somewhere. And then it has to stop coming out of our mouth.
And I think this is the start. I said that to you in the manner in which I said it for a reason, because of the same thing you said. We have to come together. I understand how Charlie Kirk's death affected the nation. I understand how horrible it was seeing this lady get killed on a train. I understand that. So I'm not one of the ones that'll sit here and make jokes about any of it. It's a very serious matter. You feel me? And all I'm saying is I just need everyone to be cognitive and think. When it was somebody that didn't look like me, did I have that same compassion?
Yes, I did.
You probably did, but I mean, everyone, I'm not just, bro, we talking to the world right now.
Okay, but we're talking to them about the way we feel.
Well,
and we want to encourage the best in them.
Yes.
We don't want
Well, we can't do that until we peel the scab off, bro. We gotta uncover all the BS. The reason why these things are so affecting the nation is because now the majority have something to complain about.
Okay.
And I'm saying for my community to not sit here and take stabs at people, it's not the time for that.
I agree, but I also agree that your community is my community.
I agree with that too. But I'm talking to the divide. And when you're looking at this, you got people in my community saying, but they ain't got nothing to do with us. I ain't got nothing, like, you stand out of it. And I'm saying, this is a time to show compassion to people that you feel like didn't show compassion to you. Because love is going to overcome hate, not hate against hate. It's only going to bring more hate. So when I say these things, I'm saying it as in, bro, I understand. And I just need everyone to understand that sometimes when we can't relate, we misjudge things because we're looking from the outside looking in. But can we get in a seat with the person and say, bro, I just want to hear you out?
That's right. I love it. That's great.
That's all I'm saying.
That's great. So I wish, and see that to me, and this is just me, all I can speak for is me.
Yeah.
I can't speak for we. I can speak for me.
But somebody has to speak for we.
Well, we're talking to we. We're talking about we. We're hoping to influence the we, right?
Yeah, I got you.
But for me, what I have seen and what Charlie Kirk represented to me was this conversation.
I agree with that.
It wasn't about him. I never saw anyone in my lifetime. I never saw another human being alive in my lifetime have any more public. He wasn't running for office. He wasn't out there trying to get votes for anything. Of course, he's entrepreneurial. He's making his money. We all trying to do that, right?
Yeah.
But he was making it about a difference, not about himself. He was making it about a renaissance of the mind. He was making it about, let's have the difficult talk. Let's talk about difficult subjects.
Agree.
If I'm wrong, show me I'm wrong.
Yeah.
If we don't agree, I can still be your friend.
Yeah.
He went on, I watched as much as I could about his willingness to involve himself with diversity. He went on podcasts with homosexuals. He went on podcasts with all different types of people, not just narrow-focused, right-leaning white people.
Agreed.
He went all over the place.
Agreed.
And
I've even seen how he handled some people in the Black community, for people that say that he's racist. I've seen how he handled people in the Black community, and it wasn't in a matter of which a racist would handle someone outside of their own community.
right.
He actually had, some real life love and compassion and understanding for people. Just his views wasn't what I could agree with.
And that's
but
okay.
For him as a person, he seemed like he was pretty cool.
And I'm not here to argue his views.
Yeah.
And see, that's what bothers me. People get online right now. They get online and they rage about Charlie Kirk and they praised that he was killed because they disagreed with his views.
That's not why.
Then why are they jumping up and down happy about him dying?
They're not even happy. I'm gonna tell you what it is, bro. People are hurt. They're not happy.
But are they hurt by him?
No.
Okay.
No.
I can agree with you on that.
And I'm not saying that it's right. I'm just giving another
No,
perspective.
I love that. Keep going.
People they just hurt, they're frustrated, they're fed up. And now it's like, okay, finally you get to see what I'm talking about. And instead of people saying that I understood because I was in that boat once upon a time and it hurt me. So let me beat up for you because I know what you're going through. Some people, instead of taking that route and say, see, I told you, and this and that, and it's like, bro, you're never going to get nowhere with that.
Right.
And that's what we're facing right now. Those two deaths back to back, that's what it's causing. And I want to, and, you know, I hate to misuse your platform, but I want to highlight a guy that I do feel is racist. My guy, Kevin Steele. I think that dude is racist, bro.
What makes you think that?
Kevin Steele, because, man, do you realize when did he start posting things to highlight good in other communities?
What do you mean other communities?
That's not something that he's always been doing. Me and Kevin Steele kind of had a spat in the inbox before because I called him a racist and he was like, he's not a racist. I say, bro, you talked about these black people that committed this crime that he had put on his page. But locally, it was some black people that had some success doing something and it was great. But it didn't get any attention from him. I'm like, why do you always highlight the bad and you never show the good in anything, bro? You never show the good. But then I see you go on his page and it's this white kid that did this and he's way off somewhere else. But I thought you were doing something local. You got locals that's doing something great, but because they don't look like you, you don't show them on your page. But you quick to want to show something bad and then pose these questions that causes more hatred in your comment section, and then you just let it be. Why? Why cause such a divide? Because that's who you are on the inside.
Well, I don't know Kevin very well. I've met him once so far in person. He seemed very nice. I didn't have any racist or even race charged dealings with him.
I say he's racist because of that. He has black friends. I sat down and talked with Kevin Steele before as well, and he seemed nice when we talked. But I told him this when I seen him face to face too, and he laughed. We both laughed about it, but then it just kept going. And it's like, bro, if you know that this has a negative effect on people, and you just continue to do it, you know, like I don't know how else to take it, bro.
I've got a question for you because it's something I've been dealing with. You've been in the social media and YouTube realm longer than me. I've got some stuff that's happening a lot on my Facebook here recently, where I'll post something to be empathetic about something, a cause or what have you, or something to inspire people. Yeah. And I've got a couple of people. I'm not going to say their names because it's indignified.
I got you.
But they like to go on almost every post and say things that are unrelated to what I post. And they like to rage. They like to, and you can tell the way they lean politically. You can tell, I mean, they make it really obvious. Yeah. But they just keep going. And I'm not going to delete their stuff because I don't feel like that's the right thing to do either. I want to inspire people to talk.
I normally don't delete comments.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I normally do delete comments.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, because
I've never deleted one.
Man, I'm gonna tell you why I do. I don't spew hatred, and my page is not for hatred. So when people come with any type of rhetoric that's gonna cause division, I delete it, bro. I don't want that on my page. And I feel like if I can control it, then I'm gonna take on the responsibility of saying, well, we're gonna keep it clean around here.
Well, they don't. Now he does use some language, so I could delete it for that.
Now, here's the irony. I said something about Kevin Steele, but I didn't call him. I didn't give him any type of title. I just said something broad about like. I think I said something like, "I wonder why Kevin Steele did this," and then I had a couple.
You mean this was previous?
Yeah. And then the guy posted a news article about Kevin Steele. He hops in my inbox and says that he sending this evidence to the police department and filing charges. Now, you mean to tell me somebody come on my post and say something about you that's public knowledge and you having a fit, but you let all this hatred and stuff go on your post and you don't say nothing, but you want to regulate mine.
Right.
That is crazy to me. So I tell him, I took the high road, and I really did mean it. I told him if I offended him, I apologize because that wasn't, my intentions. And I can't control what that other dude posts, but because he didn't like it, I'll delete it. And I did. But I did tell him how I felt about him. So, I don't know. I try not to get into the whole spats and back and forth, but certain things I just feel like we got to stand up for, man.
We got somebody on here. Calciano Frank.
Mm-hmm.
He says he's a word salad master. Who are you talking about? Who's the word salad master? And then Crystal Glenn said, 2 wolves inside, the one you feed wins. Perspective and perceptions. That's good. That's wise. So who's the word salad master?
I think he's talking about me, bro. He said, was he waving a gun? Talking about
I missed those comments. They were earlier in the feed, and I haven't been staring at them. And I apologize, guys. We were engaged in discussion, and
I'm not mad at his comments. I really don't even know what a word salad master is. It sounds like you're green lighting over there, but
I think it just means that you're talking a lot and saying nothing.
I know you.
Yeah.
I know it.
Just keeping it simple, I like things ABC, you know what I'm saying?
Man, it's all fun to me, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. And shout out to you, man. We appreciate your comments, bro.
Very much so.
Yeah.
So now that we talked a little bit about Charlie Kirk, we're not holding anything back.
Not.
And is there anything about him?
But once again, I just want to say this because we do have new people in the comments. Us three, we all know each other. We all get along. This is my big bro. And everything that I'm saying.
You always got to throw age into it. It can't just be.
I didn't say age. I just said big bro. We could have been talking about weight. Look.
You're going to be hard up on that one. I don't know which one of us got it.
I know.
Oh,
I know. But it's all love, man. It's all love. So please don't take anything that I say offensive because I promise you I'm not trying to cause any division and I don't hate anyone. So please don't take it as that. But I am an open book. I'm not going to lie.
He hates Boone. That's why Boone don't say nothing. He told him before we started, he said, you can't talk to
me. That's not what's going on, people. Nah, man. But hey, man, I'm just here just getting game on stuff, man. Like you say, my thing was I paid attention to Charlie Kirk a little bit, not too much. I'm really just starting to get into a lot of politics and trying to learn how to be well-rounded in everything. So you catch me being quiet because I'm either soaking up game or he probably already said what I tried to say. But yeah, man, I don't agree with people saying that, it's good that he got shot or whatever.
Yeah,
it might be. That's horrible.
What's up, man? We got a guy just joining us in the studio. We'll see if we can get him. We'll see if we can get him in the shot.
WWE legend.
The great
but yeah, man, I don't agree with that, but I do agree with what he was saying. It's not so much of hi. It's more of like, see, it's true. It do happen. And it's like he was saying again, it was more like, we're not saying, ha, 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 he got hit. No, we're saying that, see, it happened to us and it can happen to you too.
Yeah.
And what we need to do is show each other compassion from the opposite end instead of just laughing at each other or saying, well, that's what they do anyway.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. Because I'm going to tell you, when I found out, I couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, I was riding with my baby brother, and he said, yeah, man. He said, Charlie Kirk got shot, man. I was like, nah. So I went on Instagram, and I'm looking, and you see it about like 3 or 4 times on Instagram.
Man.
And then I saw the video.
When I seen that video, bro, I was like, dang, that's messed up.
From his family.
See, I didn't even, at the time, I didn't know his family was there. I seen the video, and I'm not gonna lie to you, when I seen it, I knew it was a done deal for dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, bro, I just thought that was so evil. It's like, bro, like, all because of some words, bro. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The man is willing to sit down and have a dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
I could see if he was just on the mountaintop just spewing out hatred, and there's only one way, and you don't get a chance to respond. Yeah. He's talking to people and allowing people to come in and have this dialogue with him, and he's not doing it in a hateful manner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's just having an open dialogue, bro. Open discussion. And I don't feel like that should be a death sentence, man, because you having a discussion and now you got people that's talking about I'm making word salads and they want to kill me. It's like, that's crazy.
But that's the thing, though. I think even with the guy, he looks young. I don't know his age. I can't
He's
say.
31.
He's 31. Okay, but
young guy,
if you look at it, how them guys is raised up, and even the ones, I don't know if they call it far left or whatever it might be, I don't want to speak out of it. It's like when I see these young cats like around that age, and I see them on the video or even in person, when you talk to them and try to have a real conversation with them, and you ask them questions that they can't answer, or they feel like they're not being heard, their first reaction is to attack. And it's not a particular race. It's not a particular race. It's just in that area, in that era, the age group, you want to call it, because their parents always, I guess, from looking at other people raising their kids, they tell their kids, oh, it's okay. You can't tell my kids nothing, or when somebody attack you, you need to, if somebody don't understand you, they're wrong. It's like they tell their kids, nobody can have an opinion about whatever's going on. This is the real world. Anybody can have whatever opinion that they want to have. But that's when the words come in, not no attacking, but that just shows signs of the lack of intelligence that you have. But it's also the parents' upbringing.
Yeah. That's a valid point from Crystal Glenn.
Yeah.
She said there's plenty of mental health issues that are unchecked in the world. Mm-hmm. And I mean, that is factual. That is factual. And unfortunately, these mental health issues is what they really are most of the time, get turned into political fodder. When they surface, both sides happen to use them sometimes as weapons for their cause. And I truly believe that the young man, Tyler Robinson, that killed Charlie, I believe he has mental illness.
I believe that too. I believe that too because
but hatred, I'm going to say this, you may not like it, I don't know, but hatred is a mental illness. Hatred in and of itself. When someone adopts a lifestyle of hatred, when someone decides to become so committed to a cause that you're going to hate somebody enough to take their life, yeah, it's a mental illness.
I believe love and hate, I think it run together, bro. It has to be a correlation because the same.
Well, the dark and light. I mean, you're right.
Thing that make you feel so strongly about somebody. If you're not careful, bro, it'll make you want to do harm to that same person. And I just think, man, I think in this country, period, we are lacking in mental fortitude, bro. people have become mentally and spiritually weak. We can't stand nobody having a different opinion than us. Mm-hmm. It drives us crazy. If we don't get enough likes on social media, people go crazy. Like, I just feel like, man, we just have a issue here, man, with mental fortitude.
So since you talked about that, there's been some correlation. We'll segue into the next topic. The young lady that was killed on the train.
Yes.
Tell me about how that makes you feel about the man that killed her. Why was he still here? Why was he still free? Why was he allowed to do that? And then why? There's a lot of whys.
Yeah.
Why and how? How could this train car full of people watch that young lady die right in front of them?
Well, for one, it goes back to mental fortitude. I don't think, and we talk about this a lot in our own community, the Black men we have now is not the Black men that I was used to growing up around. A lot of guys don't stand for anything, and they sitting. You have I think it was one or two guys in the back. You sitting there waiting. What you waiting on the women to help defend this woman?
Right.
It's like, what are you waiting on? And then the ladies that's over there, they shocked. They in shock. They don't really know what's going on. That was the issue with it, and I'm with you in 1,000%. How does this dude get locked up 14 times and still able to walk around freely? Mm-hmm. I don't get it. But we have to do something better with our justice system. That dude, if he got mental health issues, he should have got help a long time ago, and he should have been mandatory help.
He should have been locked away.
Should have been locked away where he can get the help that he needs. You know he need help. Why put him back in the free world? That's crazy too.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that. There's been some pretty crazy stuff said about that young lady dying on it,
which is crazy.
Very disappointing in the people like that in our society that say those things.
That's crazy.
So I want to ask you now about Erica Kirk, Charlie's widow.
First,
go ahead.
Before we go to the next one.
Yeah, go ahead.
With the young lady, maybe you can answer this for me. What happened to Ukraine? What happened to America First? What happened to,
What's that got to do with her?
Because
she came here legally.
She came here legally, true.
And she was immigrating here for a better place.
But I thought, I don't know if it's it's a lot of people on social media, they're like, we need to stop accepting in these immigrants and this and that. And then
I haven't heard anyone say that. I've heard them say they need to be doing it correctly.
No, there's been a lot of people say that we don't need to bring immigrants over.
But we're a nation of immigrants. It just needs to be done right.
I'm just telling you what I've been seeing. So a lot of people talk about we don't need immigrants over here.
Well, not on my feet. And that's fine. If they want to say those things, that's the beauty of America. You say it.
Because my whole thing is, if that's the case, then where's the outrage come from if that's how you feel? I don't feel that way. It's just crazy to see it go from one view to the next thing you know, we had a whole nother view that's the complete opposite.
See, I haven't ever heard that.
I got some stuff to show. I got some stuff to show you there, bro. Like I told you, it'd be stuff that you see on your timeline, I don't see on mine, and vice versa.
Well, the algorithm's protecting me, I guess, but
not protecting you, it's dividing us.
It just keeps feeding me the stuff I look at, I suppose.
Nah, bro.
But I also don't. I mean, nobody that I talk to talks about we don't want any more immigrants here.
Nope. That's the thing. So nobody that I talk to even speak the way that you hear on social media. These things that I don't even hear until I put on my social media feed. But I follow people like your Candace Owens. I follow Kirk. I follow people like that. So when you start following those people, you start seeing people that agree and people that disagree. And then you got people that's your extremists
Right.
So you get a lot of that on the timeline. You know, Charlie Kirk said this, and then you got these people opinion on it, and then someone else agreeing, someone not agreeing.
Right.
So I get a lot of that in sports.
Yeah, and I know that's your main drive. That's your focus.
Yeah.
Is a lot of sports talk.
Yeah.
And that's an area where I'm not so well versed.
So it's a pastime.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you love it,
Exactly.
great for you. So I'm curious now. And you know, that young lady, we'll finish talking about her, but I don't ever want her to be out of the discussion or out of our minds, because it's just an abhorrent act that she was killed, the way she was killed, and the way that no one aided her in her final moments of life. That was one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen, is that in this digital age, you know, we get all these great conveniences, but we also get exposed to the true animal nature of humanity.
But see, I'm gonna tell you something. You see how you say that was a horrible act, and why wouldn't they help? Boom. How many times have we seen videos where in our own community, someone to be clinging on to life, and people be standing around with their camera recording it
all the time
on their live, like, hey y'all, man, check on your people. Instead of being on live, bro, why you not calling to get this person some help?
Yeah.
So when you finally see these things, it's not that this is an isolated act.
I didn't think it was.
So I'm just letting it be known.
Yeah.
It's not that it's an isolated act. There's a group of people that just behave this way, bro.
And that is disgusting.
Horrible. Yes.
Disgusting. That is the lowest of human example.
Yes. Agreed.
It's horrifying.
It's disgusting. Like you say, man, it doesn't even sit well with you spiritually. No. It makes your stomach turn.
Yeah.
You know, like, really. Like, bro, how you sit there and just watch this? It's sickening, man.
Well, it's like people watching, like, you know, everybody had their phones out when Charlie was killed, and people watched that moment that the bullet struck him. They watch it over and over. And I didn't even mean to see it, and I saw it, and it broke my heart. It made me sick. It like you said, it's spiritually upsetting.
Yes. Yeah.
And so many people, they're obsessed with that gruesomeness. That's that
crazy.
moment.
I could watch it again. I seen it the first time. Yeah. Every time I seen a thing of the video, I just kept scrolling, bro. I don't want to see that.
And even on my Instagram, like you were saying, like, I see the different posts and then I scroll, you know, to the side. Then when it comes up, I just keep on. But when I saw it, man, the first thing that came to my mind was that sad in his family. You know, dude got kids. He got a wife and kids. You gotta think about these people's family, man.
Well, I got a question for you.
Okay.
What do you think about, try to frame the question. What do you think about how, when Charlie Kirk got killed, the things that was going on across social media? You had people like Adam Calhoun that was making videos saying how I hate these people. I wish we could just get rid of them and kill them. I wish they would let us take these people to war. But then who is the people that they're talking about?
I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. In the video, he's talking about the far left, talking about the Democrats. Yeah. But he also has songs where he referred to Black people being Democrats. And it begins to seem as if this is code for the Black people. That's how I felt when I seen the young lady get killed, and then Charlie Kirk got killed, I believe, either the next day or 2 days later. I feel like we were in danger. And what justified that, when I started seeing Tom McDonald, Adam Calhoun, and a couple others start talking about the left, well, they associate that with the Black people. The next thing you know, HBCUs start getting death threats, and now kids can't go to school because their life is threatened. If they go to school, it's not safe anymore.
Yeah.
That's a fascinating point, because I actually, when I was younger, I did associate the Democratic Party with the majority of Black people.
Yeah.
I don't anymore.
Yeah. Because you know why? You know Black people.
I knew a lot in my younger years.
Well, back then, I'm be honest with you, in the 90s,
they were.
Yeah.
But now, the fascinating thing is, more and more, of us
Mhm.
think for ourselves.
Yes.
And our generation is more independent thinking
Most definitely.
than most.
Yeah.
And so I'm very proud to say that many people are no longer associating with either party. They're independent.
Yeah.
And they're very happy to say, I'm neither.
Yeah. That's me.
Me too.
I am me. I believe the way that I believe. I
Yes.
think the way that I think. I have my convictions. I have my belief system.
Yeah.
And I have the way that I'm going. I know the truth that I believe in.
Yeah.
And I don't need a party to tell me some talking points or rhetoric for me to repeat for them. So I'm very proud to see that take place. And when I said, I really believe, even though he's associated with the Republican Party, he was more focused on a conservative Christian movement with Charlie Kirk. I really believe that was his life's goal, was to build a revival, not just politics.
So I got a question about that, because about the conservative Christian movement. When I see that, what I get from when I hear those words is, after the Charlie Kirk thing, I started seeing a whole bunch of videos pertaining to the Christian conservative movement, and it always shows a white person saying that we got to get this country back to the white Christian.
They say that? They
Yeah.
say white Christian?
Yes, he literally say, like, we have to get back to a better America. There's a white Christian America. And it seems like, and I'm like, I don't understand it, because even in the word of God, it says, love thy brother, and we all, if you're a Christian and you go by the Bible, if you just spewing hate and then putting Christian, it don't go together.
Well, we got to work on y'all's feed, because I don't see that. Like,
I keep telling you,
It's
bro.
two different,
it's two
but
different
it's
feeds.
two different. And this goes to my next thing. A lot of us on both sides says a lot of things about propaganda, but for some reason, we can't understand that being the Democratic, the Republican, even with sodas, Coke, Pepsi, all this is dividing us, but we can't even see it because of the same propaganda we complain about. It's like when the propaganda, when the news is going with what we feel is good. But when it goes against something that we feel is right or we believe is right, then it's propaganda. So that's what I don't understand. Like that, it upsets me, because I'm looking at both sides. I'm looking at all sides, and they playing us all. But we so busy in our feelings, not thinking with our heads, to where we'll let the same propaganda we complain about separate us.
and I don't disagree with you. And I think part of what that we need to focus on is the language that we use. And we all do this, okay? We use this language that is very divisive. We say us and them. We do that. We do. I ain't talking about white. I ain't talking about black. We talk about they. We talk about the mysterious they. That they can refer to the government. That they might refer to a race. It might refer to somewhere else. But the truth is, we need to say we.
Well,
We need to say
the
I.
reason why
We need to
I
be
come here-
responsible and accountable.
The reason why I come here today using words like we is because my community doesn't have a spokesperson.
Mm.
And because we don't have a spokesperson, people are allowed to feel how they feel about us. And no one is there to say, hey, man, this is what's going on. So I come to be sort of like a spokesperson to clarify some of these things that are misjudged on social media, to some of these things that are misjudged in life, period.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why I come using the verbiage that I use, because I understand what a lot of people aren't saying, right?
Right.
They'll say we, but we only works if we're talking about the Patriots. But then when they say the Patriots, and the Americans, they're not talking about the people that's on the left. When they talk about being patriotic, they're not talking about people on the left. They often refer to them as being anti-American. Well, who are those people that they talking about? When I listen to people like I say, your Adam Calhouns, your Tom McDonald's, together they have like 5, I believe Tom McDonald is like at 3 or 5 million followers on YouTube by himself. And then you got Adam Calhoun, which is like at 2 million. So we're about 7 million people that's listening to this rhetoric just on YouTube. And when they talk about anti-American, they're talking about the people on the left. When they talk about the people on the left, they're talking about the Democrats. And when they talk about the Democrats, they talk about the blacks. But then they use verbiage as if the people that burn towns, the people that do this. These are the things that have been associated with my community. They affect us.
By those people, but not by all people.
By a lot of people.
By a lot.
It's the reason why HBCUs have to shut down because it's unsafe for kids to go to school.
Yeah.
These things affect us the same way that y'all are affected looking at these things that go on with Charlie Kirk and I don't know the lady name. I don't want to keep calling her the young lady on the train. You know her name? Irina.
Yeah.
Her, right? Irina. These things had an effect because these things have an effect on me. Like, it affects me to know that when I talk to my friends of other nationalities that are migrants and came here legally, or my friends from other races, when I talk about Black Wall Street, how they have no knowledge of what's going on. But then when they talk about American history, I'm supposed to know and have a passion for things that happen in American history as if Black Wall Street and Rosewood is not a part of American history. It's like, man, the same way you can have that passion talking about the Alamo and all this other stuff, I feel passionate about what happened in Tulsa. I feel passionate about what happened in Rosewood. Why? Because you had my forefathers that was trying to build something, that was trying to sustain a way of life so we can have. And then our own government blows it up and nobody says nothing. It has no effect on nobody.
Well, you just did. You just said something, and a lot of people are listening. So I can understand that. I can understand looking at the history and studying that and why
That's
you
not
feel.
so far history. That's in 1900.
Understand.
So I hear you. The Alamo is history.
Well, that's history too.
It's history, but listen to me. That was right before my generation. My mama done lived through that. That affects me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mama done had to live through that. You know what I'm saying? Like, she had to witness these things. My father had to go through these things. And that's who raised me. It affected them. How could it not affect me?
Right.
So you can say it's history, but it's right there.
But saying it's history doesn't belittle it, doesn't dismiss it.
It might not be, it might not. You wouldn't call. No one calls 9/11. They don't call
it. It is history.
It is history.
It is American history.
But it's talked about as if it's something to remember because it just happened.
It was 24 years ago.
Yeah, it might have been 24 years ago, but the reverence in which it's talked about is not as if something that was way back in the day. You're supposed to have respect for 9/11 because that just happened. You know people that died in 9/11. The remnants of that person is still here.
There were people from all nationalities that were killed.
It doesn't matter about the nationality. What I'm saying is the actual event.
I'm saying it was a profound event. It was in recent history.
It was in recent history. So the remnants of it is still lingering. And when it's talked about in such a way to where we should have a reverence for it because this just happened.
Right. And I think that's good.
That is good. That's good. I'm not against that at all.
Okay.
But all I'm saying is that's how I feel when you talk about, the race riot in Beaumont in the 1900s. When you talk about Tulsa, Oklahoma. You talk about Rosewood. Man, my people actually had to go to my people are Sioux Indian that come from the north, traveled down, went over to Florida. They was there. That's the reason why they had to come back to Louisiana. I'm the first generation to not be on an Indian reservation. They were at the reservation because they had to flee from Florida. These things carry on. In the same way that you talk about, you know, your Charlie Kirk, as you should. All I'm saying is, bruh, it's a lot of things that affect others and it get overlooked. It's overlooked, but it has a deep effect on people, but it's overlooked and no one cares.
And I get that. That makes a lot of sense. It's fair to talk about. The two are not related. What happened last week is not related to that. That's the problem I have is how we correlate these things.
Okay,
Like,
why do I think it relates? Because the same feel that I see across social media is how we feel when things go on, when we see a Tamir Rice.
Okay.
But then we get characterized as the people that burn cities down.
So I'm going to ask a crazy question, okay? You said it gives you the same feel.
Yes. Because I didn't enjoy seeing that happen to Charlie Kirk.
No.
That's sad.
And I agree about the little boy.
Yeah.
I agree entirely. It's horrifying.
Yeah.
That one event, one death is no less valuable than the other, right? That's a human life, an innocent human life.
Yeah, innocent.
Both of them are.
Yeah, definitely.
Both cut down far before their time.
Yeah.
So what my question is that if you see that feeling you had is the feeling that is felt now with Charlie, what makes you not feel empathy?
I never said it.
I know. I'm not talking about you particularly. Okay. I'm talking about generally. What is their cause for the lack of empathy, sympathy, and care? Why are they using it as an excuse to be angry rather than to have compassion?
It's not an excuse. It's deep-rooted pain.
Okay.
When I tell you, like, that's the reason why I say these things have a correlation, because when these things happen in Rosewood and Tulsa, it's not even talked about in the textbook. We don't even get mentioned. But we told, hey, get up. Why don't y'all do this? Why don't y'all do that? It's like, bro, you blew us up.
They don't even teach about so much of our recent history.
I got you.
So much.
I got you. But when you continuously take L's, when, you talk about drugs being planted in the hood, but they're like, well, you didn't have to use the drugs, and they didn't have to put them there. But guess what? If I come to the west side of Beaumont with crack, and I sell it to somebody, the person I sell it to gonna get help. I'm going to jail for a long time. So if that's the case, then why in the world can't we hold the same standard when it comes to the same group of people that's been taking L's over and over and over, and it gets overlooked? Not only do it get overlooked, it gets misjudged. Then when it gets misjudged, now you get stepped on and said, hey, you should be doing this. You're like, bro, that's what we were trying to do. We don't want to hear that. That's excuses. Get over it. So then finally, like, okay, now you get to see what I'm talking about. Now people see what I told you, this and that. And like, why y'all so hateful? Why y'all so full of hatred? It's not hate, it's pain.
And we want y'all to understand that.
Not we. I'll put it we in there.
I'm sorry.
They.
So,
that language.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Like, that bothers me in my soul to hear those divisive words, because it just keeps that crevice between us.
But until we address what we're talking about, you're going to continue to get that language. So let's address the problem so we can work forward. But a lot of times what we want to do as Americans is sweep the problem under the rug and say, now let's play in this clean room. The room ain't clean. It's still dirt there. You just continue to step on it. Let's clean the room.
So how do we clean it?
By let's stop talking about the dirt under the rug and let's pick the rug up and say, hey, we got dirt down here.
So we got the rug up. We got the
now
rug
we can move forward.
But what do we do with the dirt?
Now we get rid of it.
Okay.
Now we start talking about, okay, bro, for one, how do we get this dirt under the rug so we can make sure we don't do this again?
Okay, so how do we get the dirt under?
So what we did is start being divisive. So now we can address the fact like, hey, that's divisive language. Let's not do it. Now we can talk because I see where you're coming from. I feel your pain. That was messed up. You're not tripping. You got a valid point.
Yeah. And
I'm here with you. Let's clean this room up. It's a way better thing than walking into the room and saying, get all this stuff about here. Y'all ain't did this yet?
Yeah.
Y'all ain't did this? Like, dang, brother, you even know what I'm going. You don't even know what I'm going through in here. So yes, being how we are, bro, being able to sit and talk with one another. I said in the podcast before on our channel, I would advise everyone to speak to people, get to know people, man. We all Americans, bro. Stop allowing social media and the media to divide us and start saying hi to your fellow Americans. Have some coffee with somebody outside of your own community. Yeah. I guarantee you, man, hatred can't stay where love is, bro.
I agree with that.
The light is going to dismiss the dark every time.
Well, I appreciate your openness about all that. And I want to have a clean room.
Me too, bro.
I don't want to pretend that we've got a clean room, but we've got a rug on top of
you feel me?
I like a clean room.
Yes.
It's nice.
Yes.
And I feel like we got a clean room right now. We got a lot of stuff in here because it's a studio, but now that we've got our room clean, and I love you.
Yes.
I want to continue this discussion about Erica Kirk because it's important and it's not over.
You can educate me.
We've got a long way to go. Well, we're all just getting to know her.
Yes.
As a country, because she's been the backup for Charlie. She's been his support and she's been his wife. Well, now she's his widow, and she has given an ironclad commitment that she will carry on his legacy, that she will make it even bigger than it ever was before. That is her promise. That was her speech. That was how she eulogized her dead husband the other day when she spoke out. And it took enormous strength, enormous will, and enormous courage to do what she did. And I'll tell you, I believed it. I watched that entire thing, and it was done live. And I believed every word she said. I believe that she will do whatever it takes.
Here's my only warning about it. Right. If we just cleaned up the room, and then somebody comes back in and start shouting and yelling again, you're going to mess the room back up.
Well, one thing about it, Charlie wasn't a shouter or a yeller.
It was just being...
but he did have a big platform. I get what you're saying.
So we got to be careful of what we do moving forward. We got to make sure that we move forward in love and not being spiteful or...
So what if we give her a chance?
I didn't say that.
I know.
Yeah.
But what if we do? What if we give Erica the benefit of the doubt?
Mm-hmm.
What if we say it's likely that she has the best intentions at heart? It's likely that she means to bring us together. It's likely that she is more for us than against us at all. Is that possible?
Realistically?
Yeah.
No.
How?
Because if you slap me in my face and then you gone, but then your brother says, I'm going to take Robert's spot.
And Charlie never slapped you in your face.
I'm going to help. I'm going to help you. Stay with me.
I'm going to need a lot of help.
I got you. So if you slap me in the face and you say, bro, I was trying to help you because you had a mosquito on your face. Man, but knock my tooth loose, man.
There's a big mosquito.
Gotcha. And you smack me again. Just keep smacking me. Now you're not there. But then your brother says, I'm going to take Rob's spot. Am I supposed to believe I'm not going to get smacked?
So you expect my brother to continue
I'm not
the same
expecting,
course.
but I would be a fool to not acknowledge that this is a possibility because I just got through getting smacked from Rob. Now Rob isn't here, but his brother says, I'm going to continue what Rob has started. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do it even bigger.
So
Am I supposed to not think that a smack come along with it?
The first thing to address is the smack.
Yes.
Okay. So the Bible says there's a duality in there. Okay. In the Bible, It says to turn the other cheek, right? But then also, what else does it say that's opposing to that?
Come from among them.
An eye for an eye.
That was in the Old Testament.
It is. Is the Old Testament dead just because we have a new covenant? No.
It's not dead, but when Jesus came, he brought in truth.
That's right. He brought love.
Love and truth.
But what did he also bring? When the money changers entered the temple and began making the marketplace, what did he bring them? He brought wrath.
Yeah.
He didn't turn the other cheek. He said, get out.
But
He brought discipline.
This is the same Jesus that told Peter to put up his sword and put that guard.
That's right. That's right. So back to where we were. What message would you have for? And well, first,
I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna help you.
Hold on.
Come on.
Charlie didn't slap you. His wife's not going to slap you either.
But now we have a difference in opinion because you feel like it wasn't a slap. I do.
Maybe.
So if I'm the one that's offended, maybe, it's hard to tell a person that, okay, you're offended, but this person is not going to offend you. Like, bro, the first person did, why wouldn't the second one?
Well, typically when there's a slap, there's a mark.
It's a mark. It's a mark. The whole nation has felt the mark.
Did they feel the mark of the slap or,
yes.
or the mark of the people telling them they were slapped?
I'm going to say this. The energy you give is the energy you get. And I'm not saying that dude deserves any of this.
I don't think I can go with you on that one.
All I'm saying is we have to be careful of the words we choose to use because words are great. They can build up or they can destroy. You just have to be careful what you're using your words for.
I want my words to do both. I got what
you're saying, yeah.
I want my words
need to be destroyed.
To destroy.
Yeah.
I want my words to build up.
Yeah.
I want my words to build you up. I want my words to build all of you up. But I want my words to destroy a false narrative.
How did his words build up anything?
He was, from everything I've seen, okay? I didn't know him personally, but from everything I've seen,
and I don't know if
his entire purpose was to live as a witness for Jesus. His entire purpose seemed to be to preach the gospel. His entire purpose.
Calling one race 30% more dangerous than another.
I never heard him say a race is 30% more dangerous. I didn't hear him say that. I never heard him quote that statistic that you said, but I haven't even heard anyone else quote what you just said, that he said one race was 30% more dangerous. Now, I would have to know the context of the entire conversation because it is important. It's vital to understanding the words. But back to where I was going, Erica Kirk is the matter now at hand.
Yes.
She is carrying the torch for herself, for her husband, for her family, her children, and for Turning Point USA. Do you see a possibility that you could be a part of that?
Yeah, anything done out of love, I can get behind. So I'm not here to say what she is or isn't about. if I had to give advice to the nation, I would tell people, I would first tell them to make sure that the words you use, just to be careful because you don't want to divide. If we're going to address things, let's address it with love and unity, right? Secondly, if this person has a platform and this is what we're dealing with, let's hear them out. Let's see, the same thing I said with Trump. I'm not a Trump supporter, but he's the president. Let's see what he does. It's in our best interest as a nation to make sure he's successful. If he fails, we fail.
That's a fact.
So this is the situation that we're in. So it ain't about how you feel about it, what you wish would have happened. None of that other stuff matters now. We're here. Let's do our part in making sure that we make sure this nation continue on. And then I would tell Trump, do your best. Take your citizens into consideration when you make a move, right? Now let's work together in unison. And our same thoughts would be on the same situation. Miss Erica Kirk, I wish her all the best. Just make sure that you look into this whole situation before we just spew out stuff because it affects people. So let's have a positive effect on people. And for everyone else, if you're going to listen, because you don't have to, but if you're going to listen to this, please have an open mind and give it a shot. Don't come in trying to just be divisive and argumentative.
And that's what yes. So we're going to close out our live today because we've been on here a pretty good while already.
Yeah.
But I'd like to challenge you with something as we close. I would like to challenge you because I'm challenging myself to do this. Yeah, well, I'm challenging myself with the same challenge. I want to challenge you to get to know her. Not personally, because we're disconnected too far, but objectively study what she's about, because that's what I'm doing right now. And if it's at all possible, support the movie.
Okay. And I want to challenge you to get to know about Black Wall Street and Rosewood.
No problem. I will take that challenge.
For sure.
All right. So everybody out there, thank you guys for joining us today. It's been a great show. I hope you've enjoyed the back and forth between us. It's been fun. A lot of truth been shared. A lot of hearts have been opened up and shared. I feel like we cleaned the room a little bit.
For sure.
I'm Rob.
I'm the salad master, or whatever they call me.
And we got.
I'm the quiet one. Big Boom, give us some room.
And came in quietly during the show. He didn't make an appearance on camera, but Chuck Olaf is with us. He's in studio. Say hello, Chuck.
Hello, friends. Love y'all.
So y'all have a great day, and we will catch y'all next time.